listener, we are back. It has been a while, but we are new and we are going to be improved. Welcome to What's Up Casselberry 2.0. When I say 2.0, I am talking about the two new co-hosts that we have joining us today. But before I introduce them, let me honor our former host, Drew Taylor, who for a season is taking a step back from our podcast to raise his children. As you know, he and his wife, Becky, have 4 children, all under the age of 3, and that exhausts me just thinking about it, and we miss him. All right, so let me welcome our 2 guests. First of all, we have Mr. Carlos.
Hello, hello.
Carlos, tell us your connection to Casselberry.
I am a resident here of Casselberry. I've been living here since 2016. Love the parks in the area.
Yes.
Love the community.
Yes.
And if you've ever seen a red golf cart just driving around with Christmas lights on it, that's me.
And here's me thinking it was Santa.
Nope, just me. Just me.
It did look a little odd in June, though. I was like, what's Santa doing? Does he live here?
He vacations here.
Yes, smart
Yeah.
guy. Well, Carlos, welcome to the podcast. We are going to spend some time in a little bit getting to know you. Let me also introduce our other co-host, Miss Aaliyah Ray. Now, I remember at your wedding, your father-in-law said you were going to be called Aaliyah Ria because it's spelled R-E-A, but you're Aaliyah Ray, Nee Farid. And Aaliyah, we are thrilled that you are here today. Tell us about your connection to Casselberry.
Yeah, I'm super happy to be here. I grew up in the Winter Springs area, so pretty close to Casselberry.
Go Bears.
Yes, go Bears. Winter Springs High School. And I have my business in Casselberry, and I'm also this year the president for the Casselberry Chamber of Commerce. So we do a lot of event planning in Casselberry. I attend the food trucks every month, and I'm really just passionate about Casselberry. I'm not a resident, but hopefully in the future I would be a Casselberry resident.
So do we need to call you Madam President?
Please do not.
Okay. Carlos, can we call you Madam President?
You're more than welcome to.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
Sounds great.
We do have to call Robin the Queen.
Yeah.
She kind of
Respectful.
insists on it if we have her edit the podcast and take out all our mistakes. So,
Yeah.
Queen Robin. Robin, you're back for another series, another session.
Yeah.
What would you like to say about our new guests?
They're not guests, they're co-hosts now.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. I need to correct my language.
that's right. Yeah. Well, I'm excited for them, and I honor them as the co-hosts they are.
All right. All right. It's good that you haven't lost your ability to throw me under any buses that are coming our way, Robin.
We all have our talents.
All right, well, welcome, guys. We are excited to walk through some familiar sections, and hopefully, as we evolve and develop, we'll be able to add some new sections to the show as well. But as we've got some new co-hosts, we're holding on to some old stuff, and we thought to keep it light, we would start with the favorite section, much to my bemusement, of the podcast, and that is the jokes of the week. Now, Drew added this section, I think before he was a dad, it was like some kind of preparation for becoming a dad, and I think it's fair to say he never really got the hang of telling a good dad joke, did he? But for some reason, our listeners see... Why are you giving me that face, Robin?
I just disagree.
Okay. For some reason, our listeners seemed to love it, so we're going to keep the section. If you think it's funny, let us know. If not, let us know too, and we'll replace it and banish Drew's dad jokes to probably where they belong, which is in some book that sits by the bathroom and people read when they need to.
I cannot. Hey, I want to say you need to be nice to these two and their jokes and not cut them down like you did Drew, because maybe that's one of the reasons he's not here.
Well, everybody gets a chance to start with, but I mean, if they bomb, you bomb. Now, I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to tell my joke. Robin's not going to press any of her buttons. When you tell your joke, she's going to hit the laugh track like extra loud. That's how it works. All right, who wants to go first on our dad joke of the week? Carlos, you are a dad.
Yes,
I believe your daughter Gemma even finds some of your humor funny.
she does. Yeah, she loves it. So.
I have seen some of your humor. The jury's still out, but show us what you got.
All right, I'll start with this one. So I heard they invented a mind-controlled air freshener.
A mind-controlled air freshener.
Yeah, it makes sense when you think about it.
Hey, that was good. That was good. That was a solid 8. And Aaliyah, I know you're nervous about this section.
I've been using this one on everybody, so I hope it's good. It's kind of... All right, I'm just not going to say anything. Let's
Okay.
just go for it.
You just be confident.
Yep. Andy...
It can't be as bad as Drew's joke, so you got nothing to lose.
All right, Andy, I'm going to start calling you Curious George.
Okay. Can I ask why?
That is exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, nice. That was a kind of setup joke, like in The Office. Did you guys watch The Office?
Yes.
When they, what's up, dog? No, I butchered it, didn't I? I butchered it. I said, hey, do you have any what's up? No.
Does it smell like?
Robin.
Up dog.
Does it
Does it smell like up dog?
What's up, dog?
What's up, dog?
What's
Okay.
up with you?
That's a blast from the past. Robin, do you have any dad jokes to contribute, or are you just going to sit there and criticize mine when I deliver them?
I'm just gonna criticize.
Okay.
I know my place.
Okay.
can come
What do you
back.
call a Zen master in charge of snacks?
What?
A chipmunk.
That's actually good.
Yeah? Okay. What do you call friends you listen to music with? Earbuds.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Robin. That felt,
like it.
that felt genuine.
That was.
That was
Yeah.
good.
Okay, Carlos, do you want to, have you got another one, or are you good?
Sure, yeah. So Gemma, actually, you mentioned earlier, she came up to me the other day and she said, "Can I have a bookmark?" And I was very, very sad. You know, she's 7 years old and she still doesn't know that my name is Carlos.
Hey, there you go. Kevin, that's good. Aaliyah, you want to take another swing? I mean, you did it.
That was all I came prepared with.
All
so-
right.
She don't need to top that.
Yeah,
Hers was
that
good.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, okay, fair enough. All right, next segment before we get to our big exclusive interview, and this is Casselberry in the news. And 2 pieces of news I want to share with you today. First one's a really, really hard one, and it's really kind of shaking me up a little bit. And so I thought there might be value in just kind of talking it through. The second one is a lot more positive about our post office. But the news that's been kind of gripping everybody in our city over the last couple of weeks surrounds this horrific, heinous carjacking that took place on Tuscaloosa and Lake Drive. Has a Casselberry connection somehow with all the players and the bad actors, as the sheriff called them, who are coming together. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm at that intersection every day taking my son to school, or if I want to head to that part of town. And when I saw that video, I was just shocked. When you guys saw it, tell us your thoughts, feelings. What was it like?
When I originally saw the video, it was so scary, to say the least, just because I can only imagine what that woman was going through and what her emotions were at that time. So my heart goes out to her and her family.
It certainly was very emotional. I remember one of the first thoughts was, is this a random thing, or is this something that was
Right.
premeditated? And it looks like it's premeditated with lots of ills and evils involved. Yeah, it was just horrific, and I think that's part of it. When we rewatch this thing on the news, on the video, we just feel so helpless, and that can be a very confining feeling as well. Carlos, when you saw it, what were your reflections?
You know, very sad to see, very shocking as well. And, you know, it's one of those things where you see things happening in the news and you think to yourself, you know, that's horrifying, but there's an extra level of it when it's that close to home. And like you mentioned, you know, I mean, I drive by that intersection often. And it's one of those things that you go, how could that happen so close to home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's probably good that we talk about it as well, because I I sensed a little bit of trauma to myself, and I think when something like this happens in a community, we collectively grieve and worry together. And it's kind of a shame that in our society generally we don't have places where we can grieve together. I remember after 9/11, and obviously this is very, very different, the churches were just full of people who came together to grieve, but we don't have any central grieving places. And after it happened, I mean, not only was I hungry for information to make sure we were safe, but I just wanted to talk about it and just say, man, that was rough. This is our community. This is where we live. But I think just to kind of wrap up that conversation, just to acknowledge that that was a scary thing in our community, to reassure people that it does seem like it was a one-off, premeditated, pre-perpetrated event. And just to say as well that it looks like law enforcement, both here in Casselberry, in Seminole County, and their partnering agencies have really done an incredible job of tracking down and putting the pieces together, and they're starting to make some arrests around that. And so we thank them for that and appreciate them. And as always, just want to say, if you see something that feels unusual, that doesn't fit in, it is worth a call to 911. You cannot call enough times if you see something that doesn't fit in. So please do that. That was a tough piece of news. Slightly warmer piece of news that came out just today is about our Casselberry post office. Now, do you guys know where our post office is?
Yes.
This is a Casselberry quiz. If you don't, you get kicked off the podcast.
Oh, no.
Oh, I was hoping. No, just kidding.
It's over by this overpass, right, of 1792 and
Ding, 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 ding. You get it right.
Thank you for jogging my memory.
It
Took a second.
Do you know, actually, Casselberry has like 2 post offices within like 500 yards of each other. Did you know that?
Isn't the other one considered Fern Park?
Well, it is, but Fern Park isn't a municipality. And I heard a reason the other day, but I can't remember. I'll have to get our podcast researchers on it as to why they were built so close together. It was something kind of political and weird, if I remember, about naming rights and federal money and stuff like that. But our Casselberry, not to be confused with the Fern Park podcast, is in the process of being renamed. Representative Corey Mills has passed a bill to rename the Casselberry post office after a fallen Air Force vet who has strong connections with Seminole County. His name is Colonel Joseph Kittinger, a former command pilot in the U.S. Air Force who lives in Altamont Springs. Apparently, when Representative Mills was elected, he said he wanted to honor the military, and this is part of his commitment to doing that. Do you guys have any thoughts on this story?
I think it's great that we're honoring our vets and doing something in a way that you see these different buildings named after stuff, and you go, who is that sparks your curiosity? You check on Google and you find out more about these interesting people who are influential in our local community and nationwide.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, as much as we can do to capture local history is incredibly helpful, right? Because it's hard to build a future without understanding where we've come from. And we're all standing on the shoulders of heroes like Mr. Kittinger. And so to be reminded of him is a great thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. And now that I'm thinking about it, we should have like What's Up Lane or like What's Up Casselberry Boulevard. We should totally do it. Because we're part of history, right?
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. We were talking earlier about those that get to tell the story, write the history. Well, yeah, maybe.
Maybe get on that.
I think it would be more of a dirt road somewhere that maybe led into a retention pond or something.
I'll take it.
All right. Bob DeLary said about the post office, and I thought this was good, naming the post office in some ways doesn't just honor Colonel Kittinger, but it honors all veterans and thanks them for their service. And again, in these times, we are standing on the shoulders of those who fought for our freedoms. And it's important that we remember them and celebrate our veterans. And if this is another way to do it, let's do it.
Willow Creek Church is a proud podcast partner of the What's Up Casselberry podcast. Willow Creek has been glorifying God by serving the communities of Casselberry and Winter Springs for over 35 years. Located at 4725 East Lake Drive, Willow Creek is a warm, reformed church that seeks to see people discover and deepen their relationship with Jesus. They have ministries for all ages and are committed to demonstrating Christ's love for Casselberry in what they say and do. For more, check out willowcreekchurch.org or find us on Facebook and YouTube by searching Willow Creek Church PCA. That's Willow Creek Church PCA.
Listener, welcome back to the show. We thought for our first couple of episodes that we would take a little bit of time to introduce ourselves. So this episode, we are going to put Carlos and Robin on the spot. And Aaliyah and I have some thoughtful, provocative questions for them to help you get to know our new co-hosts. And in Robin's case, our very old co-host. You see what I did there?
I see. Thanks.
So we can find out a little bit about them. And then in the next episode, Carlos and Robin will interview Aaliyah and I, and you can have a little bit of a dig into our lives
Our
as
very
well.
old co-host.
You are waiting for that to get me back. So I tell you what, why don't we just kind of bounce back and forth? Should we do that rather than take them one at a time? Do you want to ask the first question? And why don't you address it to Robin? I'm
All
very
right, Robin.
interested in this first question answer from Robin. It might be dark and mysterious.
So am I starting from the top?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so yeah, this is intense. This next one is like pretty chill. But what brought you a sense of wonder and awe when you were a child?
Glitter.
Glitter.
Nature. Florida is actually very, I don't know, I had the Florida forest, the palm trees and pine trees and running around barefoot and lizards, catching lizards and attaching them to your ears. That's a very Florida thing.
It is.
Oh, and that brought you a sense of wonder?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Filled you with awe?
Reptiles.
What does your therapist think of that?
I don't know. I'll ask Taylor Swift later.
Gee. Carlos, how would you answer that question?
For me, it's always been space.
Space.
Always been space, yeah. Growing up, had a lot of books about space and, used a telescope whenever I could get my hands on one. I lived in New Jersey for a couple of years. We would go to the Liberty Science Center and go to the planetarium there. Just something about how expansive it is and how pretty and beautiful and chaotic it can be. Just
The final frontier.
loved it. Loved it. And then anything, any media related to space was always usually kind of the stuff I gravitated
Have
towards
you
too.
been out to Kennedy Space Center and the stuff out there?
I have. And I actually had the opportunity back when I was in middle school. Our church at the time did a youth group lock-in where we were underneath the Saturn V rocket and slept underneath there. And that was really, really fun.
Yeah.
And we had annual passes there a couple of years ago. I love the Space Center.
Yeah. I mean, if it was a little bit cold, it could have lit up one of the burners or something just to keep you warm as well. That's a really cool campfire.
Yeah.
Huh. Good for you. And that explains why you were in an astronaut suit for our first recording as well. So
Yeah, I
thanks for
thought that was a bit strange, but I didn't say anything.
All right. What is your favorite local food?
It's in Longwood though.
That's
but
all right.
It's okay.
There's a restaurant called Thai-licious, has the best Thai food around.
I have heard of Thai-licious. I've heard it's
amazing.
delicious.
It is phenomenal. There was a point I was eating there like 3 times a week. The staff would be like, "We hadn't seen you in a couple of days. Are you okay?" Down the road from that, there's Gateway to India, which is
Love
also
Gateway to
delicious.
India.
Delicious.
Good for you.
Thank you.
What's your go-to meal at the Gateway to India?
Chicken tikka masala or paneer tikka masala.
Hot sauce? Hot curry sauce?
I'm medium. I ain't that brave.
Okay.
Do you go for their buffet?
I have been for the buffet, but just getting them, it's worth it just to get the meal. But the buffet is top notch.
Good to know. Good recommendation. That's good. Carlos, what about you? What's your favorite local eat?
So for me, it's Cafe Perks. I love going to diners. My wife and I started going to diners as like kind of our go-to thing for hanging out and dates since we were dating. And when we found Cafe Perks, we just loved it. Love the atmosphere there. Love the food there.
I've been to Cafe Perks with you.
We have, yeah.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
in Longwood as well. It used to be in Casselberry.
Yeah.
It expanded to probably a bigger location, I would think.
Yeah.
Where is this at?
It is on 1792, just past 434, or is it just before?
Before 434, past Seminole.
Okay, I
Yes.
can picture it.
Yes, and there's also a British shop right next door, which used to be downtown Orlando, and it took me forever to get there. But now it's real close, and I frequent there quite often as well. That's where I get my British junk food, which isn't good for me.
All right, so I think I'm next.
Yes.
This is simple. Robin, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Okay.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Do you have a specific way that you enjoy coffee, or you'll take it anyway?
I will take it anyway.
Okay.
If you were like offering me coffee, I'll drink it black. I'll drink it cream and sugar. I'll drink it with 100 calories and syrups in it. I just.
Are you one of these people who needs a coffee to get you going to start your day?
No, actually. I could literally function all day without it.
Okay.
But I just like it.
Okay, that's good.
Carlos?
Carlos?
For me, coffee as well.
Yeah, that New Jersey and that New York, it's kind of like in your DNA, right, to like coffee.
Yeah, and I mean, I was born in Ecuador. My parents started giving me coffee by the teaspoon since I was like 8 months old. So I can
Well, that
drink
explains
coffee.
a lot.
I can drink coffee at 8 p.m. and still go to sleep. So I love coffee.
Nice, nice. All right, next question. Favorite quote? What inspires you? What quote motivates you? Let's start with Carlos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me,
So Robin can pause and Google it, because that's what she's doing right now.
No.
it's okay. I had to Google it too. So, loving space. I love the movie Interstellar. From 2014. One of the quotes from there is, "Love is one thing we're capable of perceiving that transcends dimensions of time and space."
Oh,
So, love that quote.
that's very romantic too.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that down and tell Tracy. Our love transcends space. Can you transcend space? Probably not.
Transcend time
But your
and
love
space
Oh,
can.
time and space.
with your love.
Is that physically possible?
That's the beauty of love, man.
They showed it in the movie that it's physically possible.
Isn't the transcendence of space just more space?
No, it's your
Oh,
love.
there's a deep thought. That's very good. Very, very profound, Carlos. Robin, what you got?
Okay.
Is this like Charlie Brown or something?
No, and it's not even Taylor Swift, okay? I believe it originally comes from Alice in Wonderland, but I first heard it on the show Star Trek Discovery. And it goes, sometimes down is up, and sometimes up is down. And sometimes when you're lost, you're really found.
Oh, very good. That's profound.
Yeah.
That was good. Carlos was smiling along at another space reference. You guys should like talk space nerd or something to each other.
That's a different podcast we're starting.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's What's Up, Earthlings.
What's up, Earthlings? I've heard it's out of this
soon.
world.
Yeah. It's also looking for sponsors, so.
All right, next is describe yourself in 5 words. Robin, do you want to go first?
Magical, stunning,
Stunning,
talented,
talented,
humble,
Hang on, one of these doesn't fit.
caring, and I guess giving. But I feel like there's a better word for that, even though I am
Generous?
Generous.
Generous, yes.
Yeah.
That's it. I probably did. I think that's more than one. But
Yes, very good. I would affirm a couple of those.
that's all I need. Is a couple. Carlos.
I would say for me, friend, parent, improviser, engineer, and
Podcast host.
podcast host. We'll go with that.
There you go. We're going to get into the improviser in future episodes. But Carlos is in the improv comedy movement, and he has recently introduced me to it too. And it is a lot of fun, and there's a lot of cool stuff happening in that space in our city. Again, we'll start with you this time, Carlos. What in this season of life is your main goal, your main focus? What are you giving your time and talent and energy to?
So, from a professional side of stuff, I'm trying to, continue to be better at my day job. I'll serve my clients well.
I'm sure your boss is thrilled to hear that.
Yeah, and grow that, grow our staff and grow our practices, our practice there. So, and then in a personal life, as you mentioned, I'm in the improv community. I have been wanting to become a better improviser and started a troupe recently with some friends, and then just seeing where that takes me. And as always for me, one of the things that I like to focus on is our community, and so doing this podcast and wherever else kind of comes our way that lets me serve this community.
Carlos, I love that about you. In your day job as an engineer, you're very much in your left brain, right? But as an improv troupe, Mall Rats, is that what you call?
Yes.
You're very much in your right-hand side of the brain as well, right? And there's not many folks who can kind of like cross those two worlds, but I love that you're doing it and you're doing it well. Robin, what about you? Is this a Taylor Swift season, or what? I mean, how do you describe it? I'm very curious.
I think it's called an era.
Yes. So in this era, I'm just trying to enjoy the moment because this era is fleeting into the next one, and so just enjoy this era for what it is and all that it good and bad brings you.
That was
Robin,
beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, Leah, you got a lot to learn. Never compliment Robin. That's rule number 1 of the podcast.
She said she was humble.
Yeah.
Yeah, after she bragged on herself. But that's another story.
I'm
That's
confident.
You are an incredible person, Robin.
Thank you.
Whose turn is it to ask the question, Leah? Is it mine or yours? I love
it's me,
this
it's
next
me.
question. This is really good.
What have you unlearned recently? Carlos, you can go first.
I would say for me, it's the having to be right mentality, especially when it comes to my professional life. A lot of the times I get stuck on, well, this is what a code says or what, engineering says. And, sometimes it just takes being collaborative and moving forward, even if you're not getting 100% of your way. And it's something that helps me as well in improv, because you have to pivot very, very quickly when you're doing scenes and performing. So
I love that. That's very true. Life has a way of teaching us that we're not always right. And I'm glad you're embracing that lesson, because I'm still fighting it.
yes, and I like being right. I like being right. So
Yes, June told me that.
Yeah.
So, Robin, what about you? What are you unlearning?
Mine is similar along those lines. It's kind of don't try to search for other things that people are like. If someone says something to you, take it at what face value. Don't think it means something else. Like if you compliment me, I can't think like, oh no, she really doesn't like this or whatever. It's like, no, they said this. I'm not responsible if there was not you, obviously. Ill intent behind anything. It's not my responsibility. I'm only going to take what you tell me face value. I'm not going to go searching for things that aren't there.
That's good. That's good. Own the meaning.
And also stop talking with my hands on the podcast that no one can see but me.
Ow! You caught me 3 times now, Robin. That's good. All right, couple more questions left as we're getting to know Carlos and Robin. If you could recommend one book, show, and movie, what would they be and why? And we'll start with Robin.
This is a hard one.
It is a hard one.
Okay. And again, it's not a Taylor Swift anything. And this may seem silly, but there's this movie from 1999 called Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion. And
Yes!
it's very silly and very fun, but...
Didn't it have Lisa Kudrow in it?
It did. They were just their own unique people, and they didn't care what anyone thought at the end. And they had to go through where they made up lies to be different people, but they obviously got exposed at the end. But in the end, you just be yourself, be your authentic self.
That's a good lesson. So as you move, you got a book or a show, or are you just choosing one of them?
Oh, I thought we were choosing one. I have.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just choose one. Choose one. Carlos, what you got? A movie, a show, or a book?
A TV show for me. I would always recommend people watch the Avatar: The Last Airbender animated series.
Yes.
Love the way it's done, the production value and the writing and everything, but just the lessons that it teaches by showing you how this person grows and just how being someone who can connect people and someone who can care for people and someone who can bridge those relationships is such an important facet of our life.
Andy, I think you would actually like that show.
It was funny when Carlos said that. Both of you said, "Wow, yeah," and I'm like, "Huh?" Is a recommended watch?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It is. I know, like, you probably wouldn't picture yourself watching a cartoon, but it is a very.
Oh, it's a cartoon.
It's animated, yeah, but it's very well done. It's not. I mean, it's appropriate for children, but it's not childish, if that makes sense.
Okay. All right. I will put it on my wall. Where can I find such a show?
Netflix, I believe.
Yes,
Netflix.
it's streaming on Netflix.
All right. That's
Not
good.
sponsored.
Make sure you watch the animated version. There's a live action version you can watch after the fact, but watch the animated one first.
Okay. That's good. I will do that. I will do that before our next gathering to record.
All right.
Perfect.
Netflix, though, if you want to sponsor us, call me.
For sure.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
All right, so the last question is, what's your favorite community event? Carlos?
So for me, I love the Casselberry food trucks that occur on once a month on Friday nights. Believe it's the second Friday. Don't quote me on that.
That's correct.
And just love going there and seeing different people from the community gathered. Having lived here since 2016 now, it's so much fun to just run into people there from different places that I've met them, whether church I used to go to or around the neighborhood, and there's always good food and great entertainment, and you can tell that the city cares about putting together something that's really bringing our community together. So,
Love that. What about you, Robin?
I'm going to go with the Funtoberfest and the Easter egg hunts that are put on by the churches. They're fun, and I think it's a really cool concept that these have been ongoing, and different players have been involved, but they still happen.
All right. That's good. That's good. Both of those excellent choices. All of your answers were excellent, actually. Listener, I hope that over this short conversation, you've got to know Carlos and Robin a little bit. You will get to know them more as you tune into our future episodes. If you have any questions for them, feel free to send them to us at the usual address. But Carlos, Robin, thanks for your vulnerability today. All right, as we prepare to close the podcast and this episode, I'm going to throw it to Aaliyah, who is going to share an inspirational moment, a little quote of the week, and give some thoughts on it.
Thank you. So the quote of the week is by Amal Clooney. She says, "When you are in your rocking chair talking to your grandchildren many years from now, be sure you have a good story to tell." And I think that's really powerful because Robin kind of alluded to this. Life is fleeting, and we are growing older and older, and before you know it, years have passed, and I want to make sure, and we should all make sure that we take advantage of time with friends, family, in our community. So I thought it was a good quote for this week.
I love it.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the What's Up Casselberry podcast. This podcast is now hosted by Andy Searles, Aaliyah Ray, and Carlos Peraro, and produced by Robin Kepi. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook at What's Up Casselberry, and visit us at whatsupcasselberry.com. Until next time, have a great week.